I only got a quick look, but there's something familiar about her." "What?" "My father didn't mention anything during Saturday's barbecue." Of course, he didn't have to tell Caron everything, or anything, just because they worked together. But there were the very rare times they talked business, sitting in his office at the back of the house until her mom came looking for them and demanded that they stop. "Well, we won't know what's going on until the meeting starts." Jackie took a step back. "And we both know the boss likes his employees to be punctual." Caron slipped on her floral heels, organizing the top of her desk before joining Jackie and making their way to the conference room. "Did you have a good Memorial Day weekend?" "Spent it out on the bayou, water skiing. What about you?" "The traditional barbecue with my family and Alex's family." Caron lowered her voice as they entered the conference room, nodding to her father. Alex didn't get called away once on an emergency. All the air conditioners on the Panhandle managed to stay functioning for a day, huh? Caron muffled her laugh with her hand, turning it into a cough as her father took his place at the head of the long table. It was their Monday morning staff meeting, only on Tuesday morning, thanks to the holiday weekend. Time to focus, to be professional. Caron used the logo-branded pen to surround the list of topics on the paper in front of her with various sized arrows as her father worked his way through the list. Scheduling for continuing education courses, agents' new listings, open house weekly caravan, office total production for month, quarter, year, agents' production for month, quarter, year. "I want to single out one agent in particular this morning, Caron Hollister." At the mention of her name, Caron dropped her pen so that it rolled across the table with a clatter of plastic against glass. Her attention pulled away from her doodling. "Congratulations on surpassing the proposed quota in sales, not only for the month, but for the quarter." A brief smile creased her father's face. "If you keep this up, you're likely to be in the top 10% of sales in the country by the end of the year." A flush heated her neck, rising to her face. The round of applause from her colleagues mere background noise to her father's public praise. Yes, the sales meant she'd satisfied her clients, but she'd also made her father proud, which made all the early mornings and late nights worth it. "And now that we've discussed the usual business agenda," her father smoothed his royal blue tie against his starched white dress shirt, "I have an important announcement to make that affects the future of this company." As he spoke, a petite woman, who appeared no more than 10 years older than Caron, entered the room and came to stand beside him. She was all polish and poise. Immaculate deep red dress that almost shouted designer made. Mile-high heels, airbrushed makeup, blonde hair cut into a classic bob, bleached white smile. Wait, who was she? Caron scrolled through her brain, trying to put a name to the vaguely familiar, too-perfect face. Nothing. A hush settled over the room, as if everyone took a collective breath and held it. No exhale. Wait for it. Wait for it. "I'd like to introduce Nancy Miller. I'm sure you're all familiar with her reputation along the Emerald Coast as a well-respected realtor. After some lengthy negotiations, I'm very pleased to inform you that Nancy is joining Hollister Realty as my partner." The room remained quiet, as if people weren't sure if a round of applause was in order. Caron gripped the fabric edge of her chair.